again, beautiful people. I've missed uploading and making videos so much. I'm genuinely so excited to be back and talking with you all. So yes, on that, I am back in a extremely surprising and shocking turn of events. I was discharged from hospital. The public health system is a funny one. I was basically told by the psych when he walked in that because I was medically stable for most of my admission really, because of my consecutive weight gains and because of my seemingly positive headspace, that it was time to go, and that if I could pack my bags and be out within the next 10 to 15 minutes, that'd be ideal. A little harsh, I reckon. And yes, definitely didn't see it coming. I think it's so ironic that every admission I've ever had, and I'm quite open in admitting that I've been in hospital a lot. I think the one I just came out of was possibly my 13th admission. But every admission I've ever had, I have begged and cried and pleaded to leave. The one time that I am really willing to stick it out, the one time I want to stay and gain a little bit more weight than I did, I wanted to kind of consolidate the good stuff I was doing there. The one time I want to stay, I'm out within 2 weeks, and it was exactly 2 weeks, and that is the shortest admission I've ever had in my entire life. All of that aside, it happened. So I'm back home and I had to adjust very quickly, and I'm determined to. So just a quick recap, I suppose, on my inpatient stay. It was the best thing that could have happened, really. Due to my mindset and proving it with my actions, I wasn't specialed or watched by any nurses. I was given meal plans and I could order off the hospital menu, kind of following the guidelines. Like, you know, if I have a carb served with my dinner, I choose what I want that to be, whether it's a slice of bread, mashed potato, steamed potato. If I need cereal in the morning, I can choose bran flakes or corn flakes or Nutri-Grain, whatever I like, except not Nutri-Grain. They didn't have that on the menu. I have Nutri-Grain in the brain. I gotta buy some Nutri-Grain. Anyway, so it was a good admission because it was really self-driven. I knew that, you know what, my meal tray could come and I could throw away half of it if I wanted. Or the minute the nurse walked out the room, I could pace up and down the bay, but I didn't. And that really filled me with hope. I kind of got a little glimpse of what it will be like really committing to recovery. And I like it, and I want to keep doing it. I guess while I was there, I really started, it was a safe space for me to start acting on what I'd been wanting for so long. You know, I was medically monitored while they started refeeding me. The refeeding process is funny when you go to hospital. It's a really low meal plan to start with, to be honest. And to give you a bit of an idea about how honestly in recovery I am, I got in lots of trouble on day 3 because the night before, I'd eaten 4 shortbread cookies that I took out of the staff kitchen because I was ravenous. I was so hungry, and I knew how wrong that was. And that is the one thing I hate about hospital, is that it starts to feel like the meal plan you're given is your prescribed amount, and you may not go over, you may not go under, you cannot change anything. And on one hand, that's great for weight gain, but at the start, I actually wasn't gaining weight because I was so hungry on the meal plan they put me on. It wasn't enough for my body. But to be slapped on the wrist for having those extra biscuits and getting in trouble and told that my meal plan is my meal plan and to follow that, I understand, I get it, because they have to be really careful that they don't stuff me with food and I fall over and die. But I just so disagree with that. And it took all of my courage and strength to be like, even though a medical professional has given me this piece of paper that tells me how hungry I should be, I'm not gonna listen to that right now because I know that my body needs extra fuel. Doing that was really scary, and it was the right thing to do for up here and for my body. And to be told I was naughty for doing it was, oh yeah. I'm glad to be home. I'm scared, but I'm glad to really start making changes. One good thing about being in hospital was that on my first day, I decided, okay, so we know what recovery is. There's 2 things: you've got to weight restore and you've got to rewire your brain, basically. And I actually drew it on a piece of paper. And if I can find that piece of paper, I'll put it in the video. But there's anorexic me over here, and there's recovered me over here. And there is literally this space in the middle. That's the route to get from my current location, just anorexic me, to my destination, which is recovered me. And this route in the middle is the one and only route, and it does not change. Along that path is restoring weight to my body's set point, because you can't go from anorexic to recovered without being your true set point. Along that route is completely stopping all restriction. I can't have any fear foods. I can't have any eating disorder rules or rituals, so timings on food or amount of times I'm allowed to eat per day or whatever it may be. No compensatory behaviors, so I can't be pacing or moving around or exercising, purging, whatever it may be. They are all non-negotiable. They have to happen. They are on that one route to get to sick from where I want to be. So what's the point in delaying any of it? What's the point in trying to manage or slow down my weight gain? What's the point of eating all safe foods to weight restore and then challenging myself? What's the point in putting off chocolate today because I'm not quite ready to face that and I'll do it in a few days? Why? This route here will not change. It never will. So the faster I can get there, great, the better. Why would I fear gaining weight too quickly or recovering too quickly or, breaking ED rules too quickly? There's no such thing. Why would I delay it? It just makes that road longer. There's no time frame, but Why would I purposefully make it longer and drag it out and make it more painful than it needs to be? To get from here to here, I can't have any food rules, any restriction, any suppression of natural body weight, no obsessive compulsive, disordered, compensatory crud. I just gotta do it. Why make that road any longer than it has to be? So once I had repeated that over and over and over to myself every minute of every day, I decided that, well, if weight gain is one of the things on my route that doesn't change and it has to happen, I may as well do that and do the brain rewiring bit where I want no food rules and no fear foods. That's also on my route and non-negotiable, so let's get going on both of them. Instead of, when I had to choose a main serve for dinner, getting the Moroccan lentils, the most boring and safe thing on the menu, I chose tuna pasta bake. I chose cheese macaroni, that was amazing. I chose vegetable lasagna. Lasagna, I have missed you. Instead of the hummus and lettuce sandwiches, I had cheese and salad, or I had cream of chicken sandwiches, or I ate things I like. Don't even get me started on the desserts. I had rice pudding, sago pudding, fruit trifle, that is the best. What else was there? Mango mousse. Ice creams. I decided to actually eat things I like, because especially in hospital, I was like, well, I'm gonna gain weight. I have to. Not only is it on my route, but it's the only way out of hospital, so may as well go for it. Now I need to focus on, instead of gaining weight is necessary to get out of hospital, gaining weight is actually just necessary to recover. So I need to keep up that mindset here. Instead of making a sandwich that mum might approve of because, you know, it has one slice of low-fat meat and a little bit of salad, I could make a really good cheese mayo pickle sandwich and actually enjoy it, gain weight, beat my fear foods, beat the ED rules, and be ticking off those little things that are on my route that I have to do one day, because I can't get from here to here without this. And those things are on that. We are summing up this video at my local cafe, eating my lightly salted, slightly sweet popcorn. I've never had this before and it's really good. But basically, I just need to not let what I was eating in hospital be a minimum and really start putting in the hard work to change up here and do that while I weight restore, because they're both part of my journey. So while I didn't fail my week experiment, it was cut short. You can see I posted a little update in my community section of YouTube, so you can see there why I went to hospital and all of that. So I didn't fail, my health failed me. But I'm back. I am so excited to be making videos again. And I really hope that this recovery attempt will be not just one of my recovery attempts. I want this to be the last time I start, you know, like, it just needs to be consistent from now on. So, as per usual, the goals: gain weight, eat without restriction, recover. Yeah, let's do it.